Grand rising, everyone. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you're doing well, and I hope everything is going as planned. This is Denzomos, and you're welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking impasse free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality. I talk about personal and self-development. And if that's what resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. Now, when you go through a discard, narcissistic discard, you're going to realize that that particular person has replaced you with somebody else. Some guys have been asking me, who is the new supply? Now, if you're on this channel and you don't know who is the new supply at this point in time, then I'm not sure that you're following, okay? New supply is simply the next person the narcissist will replace you with the moment they discarded you, okay? They are going to get somebody new. That's the person they call the new source of supply. Is the new boyfriend, the new girlfriend, the new partner, the new friend. It can be anybody. The narcissist has got to make an impression. They have got to make everybody believe, even in their own mind, they need to believe that you was a problem. They need to believe that you did not stand up to your expectations, and they need to believe that you have failed the relationship. That is the reason as to why they had to dump you off and get somebody new. Now, for you to be able to understand that you're dealing with a highly dysfunctional individual is when you have a person who is not going to heal, they're not ready to heal, they're not willing to heal. There is no time to heal, okay? They are going to run off, get somebody else, and they are going to start from where they stopped. Now, the cycle repeats, like I've said. The cycle repeats, okay? The love bomb, idealization, or, trauma bond, and eventually devaluation, discard and hover. Okay, that's the cycle of the narcissist. In that new relationship, the narcissist wants to believe very, very hard. It is very important for their ego to believe that they have not done a mistake to discard you. They need to convince their minds. They need to convince themselves that they have not done a mistake to discard you. It's very, very important for their survival. But you see, while you're out there hurting and suffering, crying and, closing yourself in the room and going through the morning and everything, you have this person who is, in most of the cases, if you're able to see what they are doing, because most of the cases, some empaths, post-discard, they are going around and checking what they are doing. They are checking their social media pages. They are checking their accounts. They are spying on them. Sometimes they are, you're trying to check out what is going on because you just couldn't put everything together, what has just happened. Now you're seeing them, they have a new car. The new supply is putting in a lot of work. Because remember that when the narcissist meets a new supply, the very first thing they're going to tell those new supplies is everything that you didn't do. Even if you did them, they are going to tell them that you didn't do. So they want the new supply to do more. Because they need that fuel, they need that energy, they need the supply. Is why now you see all of a sudden they're on a trip in Greece, they're on a vacation. All of a sudden they went for a boat cruise. All of a sudden they are buying all these beautiful clothes, they are driving the best cars, they are moved into a new house, and now you're seeing all these things. Now you're wondering, what exactly is happening? You cannot make sense of everything. What is going on in the narcissist mind? They are trying to make sure that they cannot blame themselves for failing that relationship, okay? So they have to put up this facade. It's a show. They need to convince themselves and everybody around them that the person they got is actually better than you. So it has got to be that image. Everybody should see that you was the problem. Now, this thing is going to go on for a little bit. It may go on for a couple of months. It could even sometimes go on for a year. Like there are some narcissists, that kind of show can go on for like 2, 3, 4 years. It depends on the situation, but normally it doesn't take a very long time. Remember, the narcissist is the only one who knows the truth. amongst all those people that the narcissist is smearing your name and talking about you behind your back and doing everything to spoil your name and to tarnish your name, nobody knows the truth. Inside of the narcissist, they know the truth. They know that they are the ones who messed up. But they need to put up that facade and that image that you are the one that messed up, and whatever it is they are doing, running off to somebody else, it is the right thing to do. Okay? Now, as a discarded individual, the empath, the victim of abuse, you're doing some work on yourself. You're doing some work, you're healing. You took the time to mourn. You took the time to grieve the relationship. You're out there doing you, okay? You're putting in the work to heal yourself. Now, there comes a time when that new supply is also starting to burn out, okay? In every narcissistic relationship, don't be fooled. The new supply will burn out. The same way that you burnt out, the new supply is also going to burn out, because they are going to figure out there is nothing that they are doing is enough, okay? They are going to figure out there's nothing they can do. The relationship is running out of hand, and they're starting to burn out the same way that you did. Now, in most of the cases, at the beginning of those entanglements with the new supply, what the narcissist is really doing, they are comparing you with the new supply. Remember, they know each and everything about you. They know the things you used to do. They remember the sex. They remember the love. They remember the favors you used to do for them. They remember the validation and everything that you had to offer. They remember everything. When they meet with the new source of supply, they have got to make sure that they are trying to get the same quality of person that they had when they was with you. Remember, you was their primary A, you was their grade A supply. So when the new supply comes in, they want to make sure that new supply is better than you. They need that extremely desperately. They need it to find out and to know that that new supply is better than you. So they are comparing themselves. They are comparing the new supply to you. So sometimes the new supply may start hearing things like, you're not good in bed, okay? When I'm hurting or when I'm doing this, you don't do this. When this is happening, you don't do this. So now they are going to start comparing the new supply, because remember that the narcissist, they are trying very hard to make sure that they find a replacement for you. Now, when the new suppliers come in, the very first thing what is going to happen is comparison. I remember when I was discarded in the first, at the first discard, I would get some messages and calls from the narcissist, and they would tell me, oh, you know, the new supply is not like you because they cannot do this, and then they cannot do that, and then you could do this, and then you could do that. So now they were starting to compare me with the new supply. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. When the narcissist was running to the new source of supply, they did not sit down and take time to think. So they was not aware of what they were doing. They thought they knew what they were doing, but they did not actually know what they were doing. The moment they get into that relationship, because you see, those people don't have the time to process things in their brain, that who is this person I'm getting into, what are they like, what is their behavior like, what is their personality like. They cannot process that. As long as they figure out one or two things that they can benefit from that relationship, they're going to go in full force. But you see, most of the times, the moment they start sitting back and thinking and realizing, they will realize that they could have really messed up, okay? Because now, you have this new supply who in no way is a match to you. They can have their own swagger, because everybody has got their own swagger. Everybody has got their own style and whatever. And there could be also some things that the narcissist will like about the new source of supply. It's normal. But most of the cases, the only reason why you stayed a very long time with that narcissist was because there is things that you could offer that they know they couldn't get anywhere else. That's the reason as to why you stayed and you was with them for a long period of time. And they kept that relationship going for a while. But until you burnt out, now they had to let you go so that they could find another source that they could get those particular qualities that they used to have. In most cases, they're going to realize the new supply is nowhere a match. Now, for the narcissist, it's going to ring a bell in their heads. They're going to be like, because they are thinking they could have done a mistake. Now, you don't expect that the narcissist has done a mistake, and they're going to come around and acknowledge that they've done a mistake. They are still going to fight with that. They're going to be confused in their mind, that they're going to continue to convince themselves that they're doing the right thing. It is very important for their survival to convince themselves they have done the right thing. But I can promise you, in most case scenarios, not all, but most case scenarios, the narcissist will start to figure out that the new supply is not a match. Now, in most cases, that's why you're going to see the narcissist will attempt hoovers. Okay? Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me, oh, I've been discarded for 3 months ago. I was discarded 10 months ago, maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years ago. Now you're starting to see the narcissist trying to hoover you. They are coming in with these text messages. And most of the times these hoovers are happening when they're still with that new source of supply. The reason why the hoovers are coming in, that's one of the reasons why that narcissist is hovering you. Because they have started to come to that realization. They are starting to figure out that the new supply is not anywhere a match to you. Now they are remembering that they have left something behind, very powerful and very valuable. And they are trying to find a way of how they can get back into that relationship, because they still miss that supply. You see, a narcissist doesn't miss you because of the love and, because they love you or the stuff like that. They only miss you because you had a certain quality of supply, a grade of supply that you could offer that they needed, they wanted. When they are in a new relationship, in most cases, they will figure out, mine has done. I don't know what about yours, but mine has done. Even actually, many of them have done so. They will usually figure out they was very quick to make a decision. So the reason of the hoover is to try to come back into your life before it's too late. Okay? So they're trying to find a way back into your life before it's too late for them, because they understand. They are now realizing they have lost somebody. They have lost somebody very valuable. That's why they start to hover you out of the blue. It's been a year, it's been 2 years. I was hovered after like 3 years. But at that point in time, I'm too healed to fall for that BS. Okay, I have nothing to do with that narcissist. So most of the times, what happens now, when they realize that the new supply doesn't match up, some things will happen. One of them that will happen will be punishing that new supply. Okay, they won't punish that new supply, because now they are thinking that it is because of that new supply that they lost their main grade of supply. It's not them at that moment. It's not them. They never take the blame. They'll always try to find another blame, that, oh, this new supply is the one who came in, and they're the ones who made them to lose that grade A supply. The punishment will come in. Another thing that could happen in most case scenarios, they are going to try to make that new supply look like you. Okay, so there's things that you will start to see. You may run into the new supply, they're wearing the same shorts that you used to do, they're wearing the same jackets, they're wearing the same clothes. Sometimes they want to drive the same cars. So they are copying you, because you see, when a narcissist has lost their grade A supply, they try to find that grade A in somebody else. And most of the cases, they are really struggling, because that person can never match up like you. He can never match up with you. Okay? So they try to copy. They're going to try to copy you. So a lot of you guys have heard about the copying situation, the mirroring, where the new supply is going to usually. The narcissist is the one making these things. They are playing the mind games. And they're trying to make that new supply to do exactly the same things that you used to do. So if you have a person, I could say, a narcissist you're with, you may not know that you may not actually know that you're the narcissist. And then there is some things they're asking of you. There's some things they want from you. There's some things they want you to do. Oh, can you do for me like this? Can you cook for me this type of meal? When you decide to buy a car, maybe you want to go to buy a car. You know what? It's better when we buy this type of car. So what they're actually doing is that they are modeling you. Okay? They are modeling you to become like an X. There's an X that they are missing. So what they are now doing, they are trying to find that X in you. That's why they're making you to do some things, even sometimes some of the things that are not comfortable for you. They are trying to change you because they want you to look like somebody else. In most of the cases, there is an old supply that they lost. It could have been a couple of years ago. There is somebody that they lost. And they are trying to make that person, you, look like that person that they lost so that they can compensate for that loss. You see? So that's how a narcissist compensates for this kind of losses. It is a sign that they are now figuring out, they are coming to that realization that you and the new supply, you don't match up. You're two completely different people, and now they are missing that fuel that used to offer back in time when he was with them. That's how you know that they have messed up. That's how they know that they have messed up. Most of the cases, as a healed person, it's not your business. You don't deal with this. You are too healed for them. You have nothing to do with them. When the Hoovers come, put them in their own place, okay? Don't ever deal again with a narcissistic individual ever again in your life. So let me know what you think about, guys, in the comment section below. You guys do know I do love and appreciate your support. You can book a session with me if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. Denzel Moss signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.